Orlando, Florida. A couple of teams hoping to finish their season in magical fashion by taking home a victory in the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Nebraska's offense comes onto the field first today. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Finds space on the right. Him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Cornhuskers are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the right. Got him in the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Huskers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. The give to the back. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the ground, it's Madden. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska!
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive, and it came. What a beautiful touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. Guided out of bounds at the 32 after a good return. The Falcons offense has the ball for the first time. It's As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard workers.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fly sweep coming. Runs through the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see some of these jet sweeps, and they were ready that time. Great job communicating before the snap. Everybody had their eyes in the right place, and they're able to tackle the receiver for a loss.
Wants to throw. It's Wade. Throwing right. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 34.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And it's a pick. No, he's out of bounds. Couldn't stay in bounds after catching the ball. It's simply an incomplete pass. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. He lets one fly deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. Looking to throw on 1st down. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now and then.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. 2nd down coming up. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job on the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football.
Oh, he's got some space. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. The Falcons just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Out of the gun, the inside give. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He's all the way out to the 32-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. To the air on first down. Fires to the right. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. This offense has it with really good field position. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, they're trying to go toss to get to the perimeter, but how about the DBs beating their blocks and using their speed to get upfield and create the negative play?
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. The receiver on the jet sweep. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
We've reached a break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They go to the ground. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. It'll be a draw. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. It's good. Easy call for the ref. That'll bring him to within 4. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Turning it on! And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. There's the pressure. Snagged in the middle. It's Algier. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Huskers are on the move.
That's a great example of him understanding where everybody is on the field, because that wasn't the guy he wanted to throw it to, but he knew he was going to get hit. He had to get rid of it quickly, dumped it off, and he let his guy go make a big play for him.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got it in the middle, it's Boston. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. It's good. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Off play action. Finds his tight end. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there. And the Falcons are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He breaks a tackle. They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. The Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. Gonna run it. It's Stoneburner. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the 1st down. It's been a great way for the service academies to stay relevant in major college football by having prolific ground game.
Yeah, and those ground games are a pain in everybody's you-know-what. I mean, they drive you nuts, the triple option, because so much discipline. I mean, they're so good at running what they do. They don't do a lot, but they're going to hit you right in the mouth and run the football.
Motion from the wideout. The play action fake. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
They go to the draw. Just steamrolling the defense. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And the Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their 1st punt of the afternoon. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's busted.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise,
he lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. The Cornhuskers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Give to the single back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Falcons moving quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Wade. Got a man in the middle. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Falcons.
Nice job of putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback moving. Fires on the move. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll try the run. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes back.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They punt it away on fourth down. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. It's Hunter. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. He's going to let it go. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown!
free safety and how he plays center field. And oftentimes, he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
A first half that gave us some riveting moments, Reese. Not to mention the dramatic and the unexpected. Just a dynamite start to the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl.
And the Huskers will boot it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's LaBelle. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
Finish. You hear teams say it all the time. That applies to them right now, David, here in the second half. It's a lot of really good things in that first half. Need some more big plays here to get this double.
Man, you've seen it with bowl games. Big swings, man. When the rust comes off after that first half and people get in the rhythm, you've seen big comebacks. So I know they're winning, but keep the foot on the gas. This first possession is crucial.
And that's what I love about the QB run game in this offense is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work between the tackles in this game as well. But you see how mixing in the quarterback run, too, it just keeps this defense so confused.
And the Falcons send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a nonprofit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Looking for room. It's Madden. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's busted. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single...
What a job to lay out and make the catch. How about the tight end showing the athleticism and diving to make that grab?
It's so nice as a quarterback, Reese, to have a tight end who's athletic and can make the play when it's not a perfect throw.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wished.
Oh, he's got some space. Got enough space. Touchdown, Husker. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. I think it's fair to say he didn't exactly have blazing speed on that one, but efficiently maneuvers his way into the end zone.
He had enough speed, Reese, to get into the end zone. That's what he had. That's all you need. You don't have to have the fastest 40 time in the world. Can you get in the end zone? Yes, he can.
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Rides the back on the option, the give. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give on the inside. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Back to throw. It's Wade. Almost had the completion. Just missed it. The Falcons will punt it away on 4th down. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. He puts them in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Just a short pass to the tight end. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Nebraska. An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
Great decision by the quarterback, and there's a danger on defense. When you play man coverage against this guy, and you've got DBs and their backs are turned to the QB, if you're not careful, he'll just tuck it and run and take off, and by the time all those DBs and defenders had turned around, it was way too late. He was gone.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Picks up the 1st down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. And the Falcons in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. The give to the left side. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. The Falcons line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll give it to the back. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back. Is that
trying to beat the D deep? And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
That that's a really good play. That's a ball. That's throwing way down the field. A lot of times we need to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI. Stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, got his hand on the football for the deflection.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Huskers are rolling down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Boston. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The run to the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Final play of the quarter coming. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
That route is a man-beater, and the quarterback knew exactly where to go with it. He got the look he wanted, put it out in front of the receiver, let him do the rest, yards after the catch, setting up first and goal.
He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Trying play action. Forced out of the pocket. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this position. Looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to pass. It's Wade. This time on target. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pocket breaking down. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Now the play fake. Fires one high and deep. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The give to the single back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give to the back. Fights off a defender. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. And the Falcons kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Powers forward. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Falcons. Lining up to add another.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
An 84-yard drive there. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Hunter. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Here comes the heat. Trying to make that. Turning it on. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. From the 30-yard line on first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Matt. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Keeps it on the draw. Touchdown, Husker! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Dropping back, it's Wade. Oh, they're after him. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The Falcons come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for it.
Balls it in on the right. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point in the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times, those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can...
He's looking deep. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He hurls one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Nebraska. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw an interception.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. Back to pass, it's Wade. Looking for a huge play. There he goes. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
And the Falcons racing to the line in the hurry-up. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He'll do it himself.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
And he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires left. It's caught downfield. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Looking to throw. It's incomplete and nearly intercepted in the end zone. You get the ball that close, you cannot put it in harm's way.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to...
Touchdown, Air Force! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And he added the extra point. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
They'll leave it with him. He's brought down right at the 30-yard line, well within field goal range, but let's see what they do on this 4th down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed.